Why are you hitting your mom? I mean, don't do this thing where we're shaking our head, we're trying to consider, because what I just read is you punch your mom in the mouth and it says that she was bleeding. As you know, I'm from the old school of parenting. That most definitely would not have been allowed. And all of this because you wanted her to drive you to the store and she said, no, walk.
Judge Boyd doesn't hold back as he delivers a powerful rebuke to a man accused of assaulting his own mother. The courtroom quickly shifts from tense to shocking as the judge addresses the disturbing nature of the case head-on. What's even more unsettling is the man's demeanor. He sits there smirking, even letting out a laugh while the charges are read aloud. Despite the serious allegations, this defendant shows zero emotion, no regret, no shame, not even a hint of concern. Judge Boyd calls him out with firm, unapologetic words, making it clear that this behavior won't be tolerated under any circumstance. You can feel the energy in the room shift as reality begins to hit. We want to hear from you. How would you have reacted in this courtroom moment? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And now, let's jump into the full scene and watch as Judge Boyd puts this man firmly in his place.
And are you Mr. Ronnie Simmons?
Yes.
Mr. Simmons, I'm showing you what's entitled Court Admonishments and Defendant's Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places? Did you understand what you're charged with is assault, family, second offense? That's a third-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes.
Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine? Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, sir.
Showing you the plea bargain page, did you review that case? Did you review that page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
According to the plea bargain agreement, the state is recommending deferred adjudication. And Mr. Simmons, did you understand that to be the entirety of your plea bargain agreement?
Yes.
Defense, is that the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, sir.
State, is that the plea bargain agreement?
It is.
Next, I'm showing you outside the plea bargain agreement. State is requesting that your deferred adjudication be for a term of 5 years. There'll be a TAP evaluation, no contact with Cheryl Simmons, no harmful or injurious contact with Ronald Simmons, and of course, there's an affirmative finding of family violence. I know that you all have put affirmative finding of family violence below the line, but if I deem that this is a family violence case, there will be an affirmative finding of family violence. Does everyone understand?
Yes, sir.
All right, other than that, did everyone understand that I don't have to follow the recommendations from the state? Did you understand?
Yes.
All right, then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Okay.
State, any evidence?
State offers State's Exhibit 1 and all attachments, Your Honor. No objection, Judge.
Court will accept into evidence State's Exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing State's Exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Are we proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Judge.
All right, so first question I have, Ronald Simmons. Is Ronald Simmons married to your mom, and do they live together or no?
Father, actually, Judge. And
Right.
I think your parents are still married. Yes.
So they live together. How old are you?
32.
You're 32 years old. And is this complaint in this case your biological mother?
Yes.
Why are you hitting your mom? I mean, don't do this thing where we're shaking our head, we're trying to consider, because what I just read is you punch your mom in the mouth. We only get one mother, and it says that she was bleeding. I mean, if you want a jury trial, I'm here. Anybody who wants a jury trial is more than welcome to have it. But it appears that you have some anger issues because this is a family violence second. This is not a first. How old is your mother?
46.
When's her birthday?
May 30.
You sound very unsure. All right. So why are you hitting on your mom?
At 32 years old, you're expected to be building a life of your own, not relying on your mother for support, let alone causing her harm. It's disturbing on every level when someone turns violent against the very person who raised them. This isn't just a bad decision, it's a betrayal of the most basic human values. Family should be a place of safety and respect, especially when it comes to your parents. But when someone crosses that line, especially with their own mother, it shakes the foundation of what trust is supposed to mean. There's no excuse, and honestly, there should be far stronger consequences for those who commit these kinds of acts. If you can't treat your own mother with dignity, it's time to seriously reevaluate who you are. Running from accountability only makes things worse. Growth begins with taking full responsibility, and anything less is just hiding behind your own immaturity.
And at your age, even if you were younger, if your parent doesn't want to drive you somewhere, they don't have to. That's what via buses are for. That's what getting a job and getting your own car for. When this happened, were you living at that home?
No.
So you're coming over starting problem. And this previous assault family violence case, who was the complainant in that case? On March 25th, 2022, you were convicted of assault, bodily injury, family household, and cause number 669877. Who were you on probation for out of that cause number? What is their relationship? Can somebody look that up for me? Cause number 669877. It's a county court cause number, and see who the complainant was.
Cheryl Simmons.
Cheryl Simmons.
Yes.
So, the same person. What is your issue with your mom? I don't understand people who hit their mothers and their parents. As you know, I'm from the old school of parenting. That most definitely would not have been allowed. And there are many things that I cannot say, but I don't know if, well, I do know. If I would have hit my mom, well, let's just say I would not be here as judge now. But people would probably be saying, oh, we remember Stephanie. She was such a nice little girl. So why are you hitting on your mom? And this is not the first time. There has to be a reason for it. Why do you think it's okay to hit your mother?
I mean, I could sit here and say I didn't, but I mean, I said no context, so.
Well, no, I mean, you've done it before in the past. So I'm trying to figure out, why are you hitting on your mom? Why do you think that's okay? Oh, you want a jury trial?
No,
Mhm.
just answering the question.
Well, we have two cases with you involving your mom. So you're saying on both occasions you never put your hands on her. And the fact that they're saying that she's bleeding from the lip, that's just, I don't know, something she did to herself? All right. And it says here you hit her with a closed fist, splitting her upper lip, causing it to bleed and swell.
This man isn't just facing serious charges, he's a repeat offender. Striking his own mother once was already unacceptable, but doing it again, and with a closed fist, shows a disturbing pattern. There's really no defense for that kind of behavior. And if he had come in with any sign of regret, toned up, apologized, taken responsibility, it might have softened the court's view. But no, he sat there grinning, smug, like he had nothing to answer for, all because she wouldn't drive him to the store. That reaction says a lot about his mindset. With an attitude like that, it's hard to see any hope for real change. What do you think? Should he get a second chance? Or is that door officially closed?
It says suspect grabbed victim's left upper arm with his left hand, holding her in place, and then punched her in the mouth with closed fist. And all of this because you wanted her to drive you to the store, and she said, no, walk. I don't know what people, in this day and age, people act like children can't ride the school bus. They got to have a nice car. People can't walk to where they need to go because it's embarrassing, or get on the via bus because it's embarrassing. If you don't have a car, can't afford a car, get a car, you walk. All right. Are you employed? Would that be at Babies?
Yeah, babes.
Are those burgers better than Chris Madrid's?
Mhm.
I'll see. You supposed, if you work there, you're supposed to say most definitely, but
Chris Madrid's is hard to beat, Judge. He's trying to be honest. He's under oath. He's trying to be honest.
okay. All right. Do you have any children?
Yes, ma'am.
What are their ages?
7.
And who does your child live with?
Smug.
Do you see your child?
So,
Do you pay child support?
yes.
All right. And I ask these questions because part of your conditions on probation, which sometimes people don't read all of the conditions, even though probation, I know, goes all of the conditions with you. Part of the conditions of probation automatically is supporting your dependents. All right. All right. 6 years deferred adjudication, proof of employment within 30 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. No unsupervised contact with minors. No contact with Cheryl Ann Simmons, and that's with 1M. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. I'm going to want regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Regular UAs. I'm going to want field visits 2 times per month until further notice. The BIPP course, anger management, probation. Is there anything else he needs?
Connor, did you mention community service hours?
Let me do that. There's to be no harmful or injurious contact with Ronald Simmons. 200 hours of community service restitution. 40 of those hours will be waived if you provide proof of the COVID vaccination. Court is not requiring you to get that, but if you do, 40 of those hours will be waived. Parenting classes with triple P. Anything else you need from the court in order to be successful? I'm sorry? Showing you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendants' Rights to Appeal. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it? Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. And because this is an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right, we can go off the record. Good luck to you. You only get one mom in this world. And you know what? The way you're treating your mom, you're asking for your son to behave in that same manner. And your son may end up going before a judge because they're looking to you and you're educating them on how to solve problems. And this is not the way you do it. Do you understand? From here on out, everything you do, you need to ask yourself a question before you make a decision. Is this something that could potentially result in me going to prison for 10 years? And if the answer to that question is maybe, I don't know, you should.
A 6-year deferred adjudication. For something this serious, it honestly feels more like a warning than a real punishment. Watching him sit there, completely unfazed, with that smug grin, it's hard to believe this outcome will lead to any real change. The lack of remorse was obvious, and that creepy smirk didn't help his case. If anything, it made the courtroom feel even more unsettled. Let's be honest, when someone shows no regret after hurting their own mother, how can we expect them to change? I hate to say it, but I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up right. Back in front of a judge, probably sooner than anyone expects, this sentence might seem like a second chance, but his attitude says otherwise. It sends a stronger message than the court ruling ever could. So what do you think? Did Judge Boyd go too easy here? Or was this the right call? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and if you want more courtroom coverage like this, make sure to hit like and subscribe. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you in the next one.